First meal today, I suppose. Some noodles, vegetables, noodles. Vegetable, noodles, soup. And those veggie cuisine sausages I ate earlier. Oh, yesterday now, I suppose. I'm cooking, and then I'm going to refrigerate. I can have more tomorrow. And the next day, I can have one each day. If you ate noodles recently, use the chat area, let me know. I like noodles, especially after I've had a good cry, you know. More so since my cat died. I'm reminiscing where I was from. I grew up. Allegedly, Faulkner Crescent, Factual. And how I cannot go home there anymore. Because some other people from the same and or further over neighborhood harassed me out of there, harassed and bullied me away, and followed me here. Allegedly followed me here. Or online. Internet trolling, stalking me. I don't have very many friends from there because, well, I'm a person and I'm a woman. I was a girl, and most of them were boys that grew into men. I didn't move here to know them more. Obviously, you can see by my appearance. Anyone showed and told otherwise lied and did as themselves instead. All those other people. I was just here wanting to be a pet parent. Pets. I wanted to pet parent. other animals. And I have to help my mom lots. It's often difficult when my mom didn't remember. And what she did yesterday in the lobby was disgusting. And the condominium corporation eventually, everywhere, showed and told, shows and tells all evidence that I'm not lying, I'm not guilty, that we were not guilty, you're not guilty, we be not guilty. Other people, including themselves, all security cameras, all on, all images, all live, all real time, all recording, all recorded. That'll be a very good thing. I hope they do. And I want to sue them because they took too long. In the courts, I want justice more than just that. And that, I want them jailed. I often watch those shows on the internet. It makes me happy to know that there's justice and many of those wrongdoers in jail. Punishments, judiciary. Many years now, this alleged city, Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, has been living delusions instead of reality themselves, tried to make and break us, myself and one and more other names, and all named Bellas. While living themselves delusions of power, grandiose delusions, erotomanic delusions, persecutory delusions, with and without somatic delusions. I'm always the one that has been trying to change that back to normality. And if that's the normality, I wish I could move closer to where I was, Weston, because I was happier in those days. I mean, sure, I liked lots. I'm glad I had the pets I had alive, living with us. But everyone and everything else, it's always sad. They don't know how to behave, they don't know boundaries, didn't know how to be lawful and legal. And they were always prejudging mental health because they were mentally ill and neurologically impaired themselves instead. Before that, I ate one of these in my noodles. And everyone, all names, all who, what, where, when, why, and how accused and alleged my parents and my parents' parents and my parents' parents' parents and my parents' 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 parents and all animals, and all pets and all fur babies and myself all were bad, purposefully purposeful, wrong, not lawful, not legal, sane, not competent, and not employable. Instead themselves, without my parent, my mom. All other people tried, lied, they didn't knew us, and all those names, all who, what, where, when, why, and how, all since they did all that and didn't. PSCC 850, sections 2A and B, and all elsewhere, all everywhere. It's like yesterday, which is still today, sort of, but it's really yesterday, July 19th. My mom's still happy. She shows and tells stories, fictional, such as that my dad and I didn't work. No names and all who, what, where, when, why, and how. Instead of what's real, no. My mom name, all who, what, where, when, why, and how. I mean, we've had some of the most unemployable other people worked for us. 1984, since my dad died. heterosexual my whole life. Not that that mattered. When I was a friend, I was always a good friend. I was always loyal, trusting. Some other people believed they were my friend, although sooner or later, preferably sooner, truth would come out. I'm educated and I worked, my hobbies and all my exes. My mom made it all up, anything else, everything else. And I waited up in case the police came once more. Someone could blame my mother, indecent, and/or blamed me. Because my mom took off her top in the lobby and changed it around from back to front. Put the front to front. Phone security's cameras all on. And it's one thing to do that sort of thing in a hotel room and or a home. That's home herself. Oh, not public places. She didn't even wait to use a public washroom to did that. Was she wearing a bra? I believe so. Although that doesn't matter. My mom alleged, I suppose, psychiatrist, I doubt, geriatric neurology, senior services, Dr. Judy Fernandez, showed and told my mom and I, my mom got better, medicated. That did not happen. July 19 this year. Alleged neurological disorder, alleged Alzheimer's subtype, alleged traumatic brain injury, alleged alcohol. I continue believing there's less of that and more something else to it. Maybe a form of senility, maybe, with and or without schizophrenia, with and or without obsessive compulsive disorder, persecutory, delusional, grandiose delusion, delusion power, erratic delusion, savvy delusions. All historical, all geographical, all financial, all new, all names, all who, what, where, when, why, and how. Alleged. Allegedly factual. VR no swear. Factual. My mother wasn't that kind of matriarch family. Parents, me, etc. Instead, it's heartbreaking really to watch a parent deteriorate day in and day out. No, it shouldn't be that ill. I don't know where it all came from. Mother being jealous or whatever. It's alleged city. Just keeps eating at us, taking and taking. One and more other person. I really would like to stop. I would really like to move back to where I was from, close to that anyways. Weston. I think it's Weston. Not North York, Weston, Ontario. Not Toronto, Weston. And everyone, all those other people, all paranoid, etc. Mental health. Afraid of me. They have nothing to fear. I'm not going to do anything. I just want to live. I want to live financially, all historical, all geographical, and all new. My parents and my parents' parents, my parents' parents' parents, my parents' 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 parents, not animals, not pets, all fur babies, myself, my niece, you know? I'm the other day, well, recently somebody asked about my employment status, and I said, I'm semi-retired. I'd love to be retired. I wouldn't mind doing this to, being at home with one ant or more fur baby, alive, living. Okay, I have to help my mom. I'm thankful I have my cactus alive with me. Thankful I have you, my audience, my viewers, my fans, my subscribers, and all historical, all geographical, all financial, and members, and new. Acute pain reminds me of reminded me of all that. My mom earlier today, I suppose, still today, although yesterday, my mom. Other people don't see her the same sometimes, although I have been, and I really thought my mom was improving until July 19th. It's really heartbreaking to watch her not know, you know. I really believe she's getting better, although she's not. Then she's been with other people lots, who led her astray. They know who they are. They've even come on my social media and attacked me instead of minding their own business, leaving us alone. They know who they are. I'm not going to mention names. I don't want to give them any attention more. And I wouldn't be surprised when I do die. I have a small funeral, smaller than my father's funeral. Most definitely. And his parents' funerals. Most definitely. I don't want a big funeral. I want one very small. Barely even want my mother at my funeral. I want my cactus with me. I like to, within that lifetime, once I'm buried in the ground, I'd like to have my cactus. I have the caretaker always taking care of my cactus. My mother didn't like being showed and told all names and all who, what, where, when, why, and how, all what to do. She forgot, and all her symptoms and all her behaviors, and not disabled. She's, although it can be funny, I suppose. My mom's dripping began in the lobby. No, it began in the hallway elevator and then ended in the lobby. My mom, the stripper. I mean, I'm wearing a tank top with a built-in bra. I mean, it's normality to sometimes take off a t-shirt or jacket without them, but not just with a bra. Mom did that. It was really, and it's on security camera. And we began arguing. I was like, Mom, you're going upstairs. I got my mom a handbag and I was like, go on, get your walker. We're going upstairs. You're going home. Eventually, my mom came with me and we went home. And then we came back down to get her ride. And then we continued on with our day. But it was very tragic and emotional. My mom doesn't do that all the time. It just happened that she didn't remember not to do that in a public place. Like me, I wouldn't do that. I was just abroad. Tank top with a built-in bra, that's something else. I was like, Mom, you should maybe get some for yourself if you're going to do something like that. Be less exposing, less not lawful, less not legal, less not sane, and less not competent. My mother. So that's how I am. And I also, before I ate my soup, notice I drank a whole one of these. And I'm gonna go see how that food I mentioned earlier, cooking, turn off the stove of mine and get them put away. All I have to do is heat them up maybe 10 or 20 seconds in my microwave tomorrow and have one every day in oven, hopefully. I'm going to do some physiotherapy first because my knees and wrists are painful. It's just, I just want to feel like I want to move, you know? exercise. I was going to drink one because I did my physiotherapy exercises. I have to on my mom's side. It's kind of overcooked. See if it's edible enough to put in my refrigerator. Have any of the other ones tomorrow, the next day. Look at that. The inside's cooked. So far, so good. The other two in my refrigerator. I'll eat them tomorrow. Like this, I maybe have some more water. I'm gonna go to hot. I don't eat lots of these. I don't eat lots of mushrooms. Go through my phases. Just, you know. This might be the only package I ate this summer. Yesterday and during, later, since. My veggie cuisine. Probably all help my knees, my wrists, ankles, back and neck. I'm gonna take a pain reliever, prescribed prescription for rest. Hot. I showed documents earlier. My mom, not well, and myself. And I believe the ERs, Mississauga, the staff, all that, all personal vendettas without the internet, just didn't want to work for my mom then. Some veterinarians that just didn't want to do the jobs properly. I have indigestion. What? No, stove top. I was cooking those veggie sausages. Why, you want one? I'm gonna take one of these, and I'll maybe see you here later today and or tomorrow. Have a nice day. Be kind to all, everyone, everywhere. Kindness, kind. I was kind. I am kind. I be kind. Goodbye.